Today we're going to replace the fuel rail pressure sensor on this Dodge Ram truck with a high pressure common rail Cummins diesel. Now, because this thing does run high pressures, typically between 5,000 psi up to almost 30,000 psi, most people aren't going to have a gauge that reads it. And so this is a very critical sensor for the engine control module to run it properly. It's going to be reading the rail pressure, and it's going to rely solely on this sensor. To replace the sensor, it's located right here on the rail. I'm going to pinch the electrical connector and work it up off of the sensor. I've got a little bit of a wire harness in the way here. But next I'm going to take my 27mm socket, slide it over the sensor here, and loosen the sensor. Now it's important to note that there might be some residual pressure left over in the rail. This truck's been sitting for a couple hours, so the pressure should have bled off by now, but we always want to use caution. So I can remove this. We'll expect a little bit of fuel to spill out as well. And now we can remove our old sensor. We can thread our new sensor into place and make sure not to put any coating on the seals or anything that might contaminate the sensor itself. So we'll start it by hand here and get it threaded down on the rail before I go back with my socket and tighten it up. Well, now that we've got it tightened down by hand, I'm going to take a torque wrench, and we need to torque this thing down to 52 foot-pounds. So I've set my torque wrench to 52, and you can hear we're there. Now we might want to go just a little bit more because we've got a couple extensions on here, but not too much. Now that we've got it torqued in place, we can take our electrical connector and we'll slide it back on here, clip it into place good. And we want to clear any trouble codes that may have been set. And we also want to start the truck and let it idle and inspect for any leaks around the base of the sensor. If there's no leaks, the sensor's reading properly, the job is done. We've just replaced the fuel rail pressure sensor on this Dodge truck with a 5.9 common rail Cummins engine.